So I didn't see what happened with X. You guys want to give me the rundown or what? Cancel culture, NoPixel. What a time to be alive. Nah, I don't think it's like that. But I mean, I think there needs to be a sense of like a bigger sense of seriousness if you're gonna be like taking someone out of the server for that long period of time, or like perma bans or 30-day bans. Those are big deals for someone that has put their time into the stream, into that server. You know what I mean? And that's big deals, you know. And I think that needs to be taken into account. You know, that things aren't the same as they used to be. The admin decisions aren't the same as they used to be. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't as much at stake back in the day. That clip didn't come all the way in. Hello Kitty. Oh, this one did. No, it didn't. This one, maybe?
Around a little bit more, you know, them. I go start talking shit, you know? I pull up to one of the
officers. Oh, yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, he's already gone right here, isn't he?
Into a chase.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and then you shoot.
Wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no idea what he's doing here. That was fun. I enjoyed it. What the fuck is happening?
What is this cop doing? Do you see that? Wait, hello?
Yeah, this is, I mean...
Is my head popping?
I mean, yeah, they're still here. I don't know what...
So damn here.
You okay?
No, my head's popping, I think.
Scuffy,
I can't see anything.
they're gonna shoot.
You get a water.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
Wait, did you get keys? Did you get keys?
Yeah, do you want me to drive with you? Because you don't seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, did you get keys?
Yeah, I got keys. You ready?
I'm still, am I driving?
Yeah,
no.
you're driving. Yeah, we're flying and shit. Just get out, I'll put you back in.
So, let me assume what happens here. They get caught by the cops, and they don't really roll with we were scuffed play, and they just kind of fuck them. And it gets worse. So where do I watch this whole shebang? Quick take on X is we're gone for 25 seconds. Driver's head popped. Got caught again. Then X insisted on either full jail or walk free, or in between, or he F8s. Oh, really? Does he say or I'm gonna F8? Does he say that? Or does he say I'm gonna go to sleep? Or what's he say?
No, it doesn't.
What?
In the search warrant first.
You would have never caught me if that didn't happen.
We're going.
You acknowledge I would have not been caught if it didn't happen.
We're doing it first. Come on, let's go. And what garage is your body, sir?
Ban me. I would have not been caught if it didn't happen.
So, he would not have been caught if what happened? Is that the scuff on the car? Okay. He doesn't, like, take the keys and get away right there and get caught later? I gotta see this. Show me this. Okay, so if I watch this full video, does he go through all of it?
You ready, brother?
Hold on, I'm watching X. X had a problem today.
Oh.
Okay, so he's fucked.
Get out, I'll put you back in. You're getting shot, dude.
You know the context behind this? I'll explain it while you're watching.
Yo, listen, he's scuffed out. He's scuffed out. Can you give us a minute? Can you give us a minute, please? He is scuffed. Give us a...
Nobody replied. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm just...
They just shoot him right there?
Okay, so what actually happened
at one point
was,
they started going backwards.
He robbed a cop of his entire pockets, okay? And right whenever he goes for the call and he says, I'm scuffed out, a solo cadet on radio says, and I quote, fuck that, shoot him anyways.
No fucking way.
Yeah. And then whenever Adept goes and talks to her, she says, he says that all the time. He lies about it. He did it the other time, was basically saying that he says it all the time.
First off, does he do that all the time? I've never heard him lie about scuff. Has he? But
he's
like
never lied about it. He's the first one to call it out, but I don't think he hardly now granted it's xQc, maybe he has a couple times, but very rarely. Like he does
in his early days. He's not stupid enough to do it now.
Agreed. So you know, later at the crash at Route 68, if you fast forward in the clip, you'll be able to see.
He's not the only one who calls it out. CG calls it out all the time when we get scuffed.
100%. We all do. Agreed. So he crashes out. He puts his, like, he's trying to lay behind the vehicle. He doesn't have a gun out or anything, and they're just laying into him, bro. Just shooting him, shooting him, shooting him, shooting him, shooting him.
What happens at that point when he's in front of the cop? He's like, give me a minute.
They give him a minute. They give him a second. But when Espinoza rolls up, he basically said, we're going to let him leave, and then we're going to shoot his car as he leaves. And when he left, none of the other cops started shooting. So what does Espinoza do? He follows him and starts shooting through his windshield, which again, you're not supposed to do, and starts trying to take him out through his windshield while driving after him. He continues to do that till they get his car disabled. He crashed out Route 68. When he crashed out Route 68, he goes to lay behind the car, and one of the cops on radio says, you know, he was scuffed. What do we do? And they're like, that's when the solo cadet comes in. She's like, just shoot him. He always lies about scuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I understand the FK quit on that. Man, fuck the cops.
Yeah.
Bro,
and
you
then
know
whenever
what?
he gets
eventually, let me say this. Eventually,
Chat was posting
one
this
day,
on YouTube.
It needs to be
35
mandatory.
minutes.
I'm not saying now because maybe they don't have enough cops yet, but it needs to be mandatory that you play a crim character at some point in time to play a fucking cop.
Bro, I've said
That's
this
crazy.
for years, man. I've said this for years. And
why is a cadet speaking up on any orders?
Exactly. A solo cadet is making the call whenever literally like a senior officer, a fucking lieutenant, a sergeant, all those are on duty. Like they're all there. And she's the one who makes the call to shoot him. Exactly. 100%.
Dude, no way. And they just throw him in.
They throw him in. So then if you're watching him in the prison or in the jail cell, he's sitting there and they're like, well, we're going to go raid you. And he's like, listen, you guys would have never caught me.
They're going to raid him?
Yeah, they're going to raid him for the gun.
Oh, bro,
So
I have to
gonna
just
raid
say,
him.
you guys can suck my fucking nuts if you were involved in that and you're a cop. Are you serious?
Yeah, so then they were going to raid him. And he's like, guys, you guys would have never caught us if it wasn't for scuff. Like, dude, he literally crashed out and his brain ended.
Bro, he was crashing for like 45 seconds before they even seen it.
And he's like, dude, the guy was crashing. If this is the logic you're going to do, have him come into the jail too. Because, like, it's him or it's both of us or nobody. Because that's where we're at. And the cops were like, that's not what's going to happen. We're going to raid you. And he's like, I want to go to a bench trial. And then they say, well, we're going to raid you first, and then you're going to go to a bench trial.
What is going on NoPixel? That is not how Charleston has ever been trained. That's crazy.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like,
you're only supposed to shoot out of your windshield for defensive measures.
For if your life is at risk. Yeah. 100%. That's what we were taught in academy. But obviously, like, the problem I keep seeing with cops is that they're making these decisions just to fucking do whatever they want to do, and they're not getting any OOC or in-character punishments for it, so everyone's doing it. When even rated, I'll say rated.
Dude, X should report that. X should report it.
Well, that's the logic, right? Fill up the forums with reports. It doesn't matter who you are.
When did that happen?
Everything.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday, last night when we got off, or while we were playing Valorant, this was happening. Now, I'll say this. I'm not trying to shit talk Shift 3, but this is all stuff that has happened, right?
Is he in jail right now still?
Chase.
Well, I don't care about the outcome. FA quitting, giving him his charges, whatever.
This is the training.
It should never gone down like that.
Seem to get.
Also, on top of that, they didn't even know that it was him.
Closer?
They voice ID'd him before.
We're about to listen to. I'm listening to Adept side, so let's see what the radio comms are.
He's yelling. He's scuffed out. Can you give us a minute?
Fuck that. He always say that.
How does she know who it is?
Well, they're not getting out of there anyway, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go closer.
They're not getting out of there anyway. Come on. Explain yourself on Discord, X.
Yeah, come get him. Come and hang out with another Bahamas man.
Oh, that's right. You think X get banned for? I don't think X is banned for that, dude. I think
for
that's
FA quitting.
I mean, FA quitting's bad, but he's done worse. He's pulled out a gun that didn't exist and shot cops in a jail cell, bro. I mean,
listen, bro. I just got banned. I just got banned for some crazy shit. So yes, I do think he gets banned for that from my own experience. You're damn right, I do.
Yeah, man. What's up? Hello?
Oh, I knew he knew.
Hey, what up, dude?
What's up, man?
Hey.
So I had to pack my bags and whatnot. I'm a little bit busy. I'm going to the Bahamas, so I was not.
Hey, dude, listen, I got a bungalow on the beach. You can come and join me. I got a 3-day also. We'll crack open some Coronas. Me and you can just hang out, kick our feet in the sand, bro.
Yeah, I literally own property over there now because of how often I go there.
Did you?
So is it official, or are you just assuming you're going?
Well, I'm just assuming, but I mean, sometimes I don't mind what the outcome is, because I believe in something, and I believe in seeing it through for better or for worse,
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I'm at right now,
I feel that.
Wait, did you guys look at full context? Because there was a lot in there.
Yeah,
It was
we did.
action
No,
packed.
we didn't get to see full context.
I did.
Yeah. So the main issue. Okay, so there's parts that I'm wrong. There's parts that they're wrong, and I think we can consolidate. And I think the main problem that I have right now is that with all the time that we had to talk about it and to ponder about what we could do to fix things and make things better, there has been no efforts made to rectify the situation. And if anything, whenever we came down to the conclusion, it feels like there was an effort to make it worse. And I think that's the main point that I personally didn't like. So the main point that
I mean,
that
did
happened,
they need to shoot you there? Did they need to shoot your cars out? They didn't give you a chance
Never
to
pulled
drive
the
away.
gun out at all.
Okay. So that's one of the main points that I think are very important to the case. Is basically the problem is that I understand that they can't tell from their perspective on scene because they don't know shit. For them on their POV, they come to my car, right? So I didn't mind at first that it was but at the end of the day, I robbed a cop, So that's like shoot on sight pretty much,
Of course.
right? But then they were kind of undecisive. They shot a little bit here and there. You guys both play cops, right? So you guys know that shooting from cars is a little bit inconsistent from one shift to another.
Well, so
Sometimes
I'll
they
tell you this.
shoot.
I'll tell you this. It's not
I was trained to never do it.
happen.
So that's how I've been doing it on cop is never shoot from the windshield unless it's like an active like a 1-to-1. I like it's like a active gunfire where there's bullets going back and forth.
Exactly.
Right. So
it annoys me that we had to work so hard to become cops and to go through that extensive training and to learn this shit, and then when you become
find
a
out
cop,
none of
you
it
just
fucking
throw it out the
matters.
window and nobody actually enforces it.
Yeah. So, but I get that shift 3 does it more often. Shooting from the window is actually really common in chases. That's beside the point, though. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh my god, it's a small rule break or small inconsistent role play," and act like some weird. That's whatever. We can throw that out the window. The main problem is that I try to tell him in the OOC, right, that it was a major scuff, and we've been there for a while because, believe it or not, we were there for a while with the car because,
bro, your car was scuffing out for like 20 to 30 seconds before the cops even get close to you.
Yeah.
And we were going 150 with Nas, right? So, we were out now. We were already talking about other stuff. We were already talking about about the future or the past, whatever. So, from my perspective, this scenario was over already. But then I show up with my hands up, and I understand it's like, oh, you're supposed to shoot on sight whenever somebody robs a cop. But they see me with my hands up, I get shot again. Okay, whatever, moving on. Again, that's like a little roleplay thing. I'm not gonna fucking be like an RP critic. It's not my role.
Okay.
And then the problem that I have is that after watching the VOD, from my vehicle, everybody reads OC, and everybody heard me in the game, and they all communicated, right? One, they say, he always says that. Okay, that's really bad. And then the main problem is after that, they know for a fact the timeline of the car being out and everything, and then they're like, dude, you're not letting him get away, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not, and I'm like, after watching the VOD, I'm like, well, that's really disappointing because now they know for a fact they have it. It's like if somebody is on low ground with no guns in a BR, yet he has his fists, right? And then the game pauses. He goes on high ground with a rocket launcher and like, okay, we're ready to unpause the game, guys. And then it's like, dude, it's just like
kind of a tough spot now.
Well, and that's the thing, right? So you had distance. You were almost away before Scuff happened. Scuff happens. Now there's 5 cops on you in a fucking bike. There's no way of you getting away whatsoever. And then yet they still capitalize. I've always said that. The capitalization on like those type of scenarios fucking suck, man.
And it's been happening a lot. Vader was in OC Discord talking about how it's been happening like so often that he couldn't like sit there and say nothing. And there was like a big debate in OC Discord where everyone was talking about how lately the server's been scuffing in a lot of ways with like invisible cars and whatnot.
Because the tuner shop, yeah.
And in a lot of ways, it seems like cops are capitalizing on the server breaking, and it seems like there's no end to it. right?
The quote unquote roll with it is worse now than it's ever been.
Yeah, but I don't think people understand that. I get it. It happens when there's a scuff with police and there's a scuff with criminals. It goes both ways, right? But whenever there's 8 CPIs, right? If there's a scuff, there's another car. If there's a scuff, there's another car. And whenever they lose, it's not a big of a deal. But
yeah,
first, it's like
for us, it's 2 hours or an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes I was gonna get the 9s. Like literally, I was getting the 9s 100%. All right. So for us, it's like the end of the world, right? So it's like and then them saying, "Oh shoot," and "Oh wow, you guys didn't shoot. I'm gonna shoot," and it's like more shooting, and then it's like
and then it's all rifles, always rifles, all the time, never pistols.
There's no chance we have whenever the bullets start flying. They know that, especially if there's a lot of them in the situation. 100%, bro.
All that aside, this is still like manageable, right? We're still at a point where like it's not all over. We can still like make something decent of this. And then comes like I personally think the worst part, where it's like I go into sales or whatever, and then I'm being given like deals or whatnot. I'm like guys, and then one of the officers says that, oh yeah, we would have never caught you, and they admit they would have never caught me. And then I'm like, okay, well in that case, I personally think we can like salvage this. Either we kind of like RP like the main crime. And no like guns taken or whatever.
Them catch you again, yeah.
Yeah, they like I get caught for the crime, but then nothing none of like the guns or whatever. So the role play is still there, but the mass consequences aren't because it doesn't make sense. I go to jail, whatever. I get but then it starts stacking, and then they start giving me like deals or whatever, and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna give me a deal, right, to fix the scuff, I mean, technically there was 2 of us. There's me and Alex. Technically. If you were to give me all,
you both.
Yeah, if you're gonna give me all charges, I mean, might as well just de-scuff the whole thing, make the guy come to MRPD, and we're going for all the things, right? Or none. That's my perspective. Because why would I accept a deal where they pick and choose what maintain a role play and what's scuffed, right? Because it was all scuffed because we were out, right? My body was out with all the guns.
You couldn't even communicate with your guy. He was like randomly talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying he was fucked and like he didn't even know what he was seeing.
Yeah. So at that point, I'm at the point where like people are like, "Oh, yo, take the deal. I'm giving you a deal. I'm giving you fair treatment." I'm like, well, I'm not going to take a deal because then it means that I acknowledge. Principle. Yeah, exactly. Now I approve of what they're doing and that I accept what I'm being given.
Exactly.
And I choose their nitpicking or their cherry picking of the scenario. I'm like, well, no, I want to do this all the way A or B. I want to be in the middle, right? And then everything unleashed. Oh, dude, you're getting 300 months plus. We're going to raid your vehicle that has explosives. And then they're going to do weapons trafficking plus probably terrorism order because the gun is linked to a bombing or some bullshit.
God.
And then raid the apartment, lose 1.1 million or whatever. And it's like, and then it's the 9s.
They didn't give a fuck about your scuff, bro. They were like, scuff? Nah, bro, we're just that good. Get the fuck out of here. You did scuff.
Yeah. That's the main problem though, is that we had ways out we had like an hour and a half to find a way out that makes sense in RP, right? But doesn't fuck everybody over. But the main problem is that at that point, how hard is it to retcon everything if it was hard scuff? Do they make every officer that raided the Bobcat car, the escort, the people on scene, people who documented, people who made the reports, does everybody retcon? And then I start getting refunds and items back from devs. Like, what the fuck do we... Like it's such a disaster, right? And it's so avoidable at that point. And it seemed like nobody wanted to avoid it because they knew it would be probably thrown under the rug, or whatever. And I think that's the main point where I got frustrated. And that's when I decided to alt F4. I was like, you know what? I would rather deal with the consequences that come with this than going in for the 9s and some bullshit after 3 hours of fucking hard molding of everybody's getting raided, and then spending a week making people retcon and getting all the items back. To me, it seemed more not really rational. It was just emotional and stupid. I would do it again, but just because of how I see the scenario. But
yes, I don't mind your FA quit there.
I don't either.
Really?
I was pissed, honestly, that after hearing everything, to be honest with you. After I heard, like, as soon as the word scuff starts to get thrown around, right? How the fuck are you going to bring it to the I'm going to raid you card? How does it get there?
How the fuck are you going to say, fuck him, he says it all the time? Like,
yeah, how does that work?
Like, how is that not OOC, bro?
That's OOC as fuck.
Jesus.
Listen, I'll say this. I said this on stream. I've never seen an entire tsunami of cops hate someone the way I see them hate you. Like, it's
bro, no, they just hate criminals, and they love the dub more than any other cops I've seen in Shift 3.
You know the
dude, they were bragging to me in the cell about how nobody escapes them, bro, and about how they're not used to having anybody fucking dip on them.
You know what's crazy to me, X?
Well, I'm sorry, brother, man. That fucking sucks, dude. That's so lame.
Yeah, well, nobody wants to ever quit. Nobody wants to do any of this bullshit. Nobody wants to do that. Like, I hope people understand that. Nobody wants these conclusions or these scenarios to happen like that. And and I don't know. Like, wait, what's even happening here?
So I got crashed out by this guy in a race. I go to rob him. He's slumping and he won't stop slumping. I start reversing. The guy takes out a gun on me. So I take my AK out that he obviously saw I already had out. And he ends up not putting away his legal firearm. So I shoot him and I drive off. I don't rob him. I don't do anything. And I got 3 days for it.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. This makes no sense at all. Wait, I don't want to say too much about this, but I actually had
Why'd they shoot him?
Whenever I had wait, this is crazy. Hold up.
They have Air 1 now. Why'd they shoot him?
I have something similar that happened. So basically, I like I said, I do not agree with as soon as their gun goes down, you pull your gun out. In role play doesn't make sense. It never makes sense.
People get trained for the police department.
I mean, people can argue about my RP critic of this.
You're good. Solo cadet.
After I was told, I thought it was like a rule. I thought it was a rule that you shouldn't.
Yeah, you're good. Solo cadet.
Same cadet corrected by adept, but
this is why I think like So what was the rule break that did it? Like, what was the actual reason?
Real quick,
Thank you.
You need to not ID people that you don't have their ID on. You said he always does this. You didn't have facial ID, none of it. Okay, so.
By the way,
you
get an interceptor and you get an interceptor and you get an interceptor.
You gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, okay.
I know that we had to talk about this last time. You know, meeting
yeah.
every situation new. Okay.
Can I just tell you one more thing?
What?
Like, I've dealt with him like I don't know how many times before, and he always does that. That one time I was actually it was just me and Madison.
Okay, well just stop right there, because it's fine if you think that in your head. You can think that in your head all you want, but you're a solo cadet and you're IDing him on the radio when he's all masked up, and there's nothing to ID him with. You can't do that.
Copy that, Hotel 9.
And that's the last time that we're gonna warn you about.
Damn, Adept is fucking hardcore. Jeez.
It's a little bit like, we know when you're about to go to jail and they're putting for more months and you're getting like, instead of like 100, like they're pressing really hard for 150, the same charges. They're like, yo, dude, like 150, I'm turning my stream off. Like 100, you can still recover. And like, no, it's 150. It's like, okay, I get it. You have to do you have to punish it, whatever. But I don't think it serves anybody, and it doesn't create anything.
Or whenever you go to court and you're like, can I just get like, you know, some time off? They're like, okay, you've just spent in court for an hour and a half. You were in the jail cells for another 45 minutes. You were down for another 15 to 20 minutes. And all the processing and bullshit getting you to MRPD took another 15. We'll give you 10 months off because you wanted the court case. It's like, bro, we're on both sides. There's content that's being provided. Like, why are you upset that I took you to court and gave you awesome and free content, but now you're punishing me with sitting in prison?
Yeah. So now that you're out of my court case, can you please go to jail for a fucking another hour? And then, you know, I'm just gonna jerk it.
So now I got to go through all the bullshit, all the detainment, all of the court case, everything like that, because I was confused and I wanted to know more information on what just happened. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be in jail for 2 hours.
See, that's something that I've been saying that a lot of people I feel like aren't really connecting with. I don't like this effect of like, oh, you have to turn your stream off. Like you have to go offline. Let's be honest. If it's 3 a.m. and you're going to jail for 200 months, Your stream is offline.
You're done. You're done. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I've never quit this game more times than when I just get thrown in jail.
Wait, did that? I was watching what you were just watching.
He's ready.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was the healthy talk, boys. Yeah, I'm doing some bullshit today. I'm about to go watch a Nintendo event. So,
oh no shit! All right, good luck. We're about to just
Okay.
get a little Vivity Valorant in.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking, guys. I'll see you some other time. I'll send the flip. Bye.
Yeah, see you,
All right,
bro.
mate. Later.
Take care, guys.